go to our breaking news. Elena Gonzalez with KCPD talking about this homicide that we've been following.
Let's listen in. Where we're at right now. So,
do you know who made the initial EMS call?
I'm not sure. I do know it was somebody I believe that lived in the area that either, I don't know if they exited the residence or they were driving down the roadway, but it was somebody in the area that called 911 and said, hey, there's somebody that's lying in the street and I don't think they're breathing, which is why it came out as an EMS call. You know, it happens from time to time, and unfortunately this was an incident where we didn't get notified of what was going on at the time that something tragic happened, and we weren't able to get here in time to save somebody.
You mentioned unknown bodily trauma. Was there any like wounds obvious?
I'm not sure. Detectives are working on that. Usually it's really apparent if there's a gunshot wound or some kind of laceration or something like that. That doesn't seem like that it's apparent right now. So we do know that the victim is suffering from injuries. We just don't know what the cause of those injuries is at this time.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, how do you find somebody lying in the street and then, you know, call it a homicide versus just somebody just died on the side of the street walking?
Sure. Yeah. So you know, EMS will come out, and when they're checking for a pulse and you know, trying to find any signs of life, they'll also do a really quick examination of the victim at the time to locate any potential injuries. In this case, injuries were located. We just don't. It's not clear as to what the means of you know, the cause of death is at this time. But that is something that our detectives will come out and kind of process everything that they're seeing, whoever they have spoken to, and gather whatever early evidence that they can. And then we make the determination from that point on if homicide detectives are going to come out. And in this instance, homicide detectives did come out. They have responded, and it has been declared a homicide. It is being investigated as a homicide. And it's still ongoing, still very early. So I wish I had more. We just don't.
I'm not sure if you can answer this, but
sure,
you don't know much, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Lying here in the street, do we know the relation to College Avenue, to this area, anything like that?
We don't. You know, I worked this area for a long time. It's not uncommon for people to go out and walk around and enjoy the sunshine. It's a holiday weekend. It's been a beautiful weekend for us. So it's not uncommon for people to be outside and you know, be moving around. But we don't know. We don't have a victim ID yet, so we're not able to determine if this is somebody that lives in the area, is a resident of the area, was visiting. We're not sure.
So, Elena, is there a sex or race?
It's an adult male. We have an adult male. That's what we have right now. I don't have the age. They did say that he appears to be older, but I don't know what older means. So.
Black, white, what?
It's a white male.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay.
All right, that is Elena, again, Gonzalez with the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department. You just saw her live briefing to the media as they are now just starting to investigate a homicide near 25th and College in Kansas City, Missouri. You just heard her say the victim is a white male. They don't know an age. She said older, but what older means to, you know, whoever said that, we don't know. So we don't have an age, and we also don't have a cause.